So Wale, man. Wale has been doing pretty well when it comes to the reception of his new album. I heard it. It's pretty smooth. It's a Wale album. Wale's a great artist in my opinion. So people are loving it. They're refreshed to hear him on a full project. So this right here is derailing some of the conversation, and I think this is a theme when it comes to Wale, where sometimes things he says rubs a great deal of fans the wrong way, because when he should be, basking in the glory or the praise that he's receiving, sometimes, you hear a lot of negative things that comes from him. And I ain't gonna lie, listen to the Breakfast Club interview that he had. It was a lot of soaking while they trying to give him praise. You feel me? Even when he's acknowledging the praise, it's still like, yeah, real too cool for school chill shit. And it's like, sometimes it's off-putting. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. His energy just like, I don't know. But nevertheless, while on the Breakfast Club, he went on a long rant of things that happened in the industry that turned him on from being either working with certain people or either, being friends or being open with his friendships. And he mentioned a time when he was venting to Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. And he said that the next day, after venting to Cole, False Prophets dropped.
I remember I called Kendrick around that time. We talked about we just had, that was at that time, and I remember like getting ready to have my child. I talked to Cole. That was probably the only 2 times I really leaned on an industry person. So. But the crazy thing is, False Prophets came out the next day.
I was gonna ask you about that.
False Prophets came out the very next day after. But I ain't take it though. You know what I'm saying? But I think
he didn't tell you the record was dropping.
Nah, but. I mean, he said it's not really about me, but all I'm saying is I love him. That's my brother, whatever. Mm-hmm. I think I kind of halted telling any industry person anything too deep, like around that time. Like I just you know what? I don't even want to think that they using this you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So that right there got J. Cole fans going crazy on the timeline trying to figure out hey, what's up with Buddy? This person right here says, no way Cole wrote, recorded, and dropped the video within a day of Wale expressing his problems to him. This is called paranoia. Dude says the video part is the only reason you're right. If there was no video, Wale's theory would have been plausible. This Wale fan right here though says that's not what he's saying. The song was done, Cole didn't mention it. Wale had just confided in him the day before. Now he has to wonder what Cole's intentions were and if this convo was gonna end up on a verse as well. That would feel like betrayal and shake anyone's trust, okay? Now, this person right here says, LMAO, this is so hilarious because whenever I listen to False Prophets, I low-key think Cole is even talking about himself first, because he had to go through that cycle of realizing the most important thing aren't the critics or the awards, it's his fans. If you tour or do a show and fans show up, you already won. That was the whole mindset he had when he made 2014 Forest Hill Drive. I'm sure he spoke about this in an interview with Angie. By the way, what you guys think? Is this verse about Wale? If it is it malicious? Okay, so hold on tight to that. This person says, J. Cole not lying though. His mind is sharp, son, always complaining and ruining the legacy. Just create and enjoy. Your every rollout can't be how you feel like you ain't winning. My opinion and observations are my own. I ain't gonna lie, I agree with your opinion and your observations about Wale. It has been a story for the past decade, I believe. I even remember him going to confront academics on everyday struggle, because he was upset with the narrative that Wale is corny on social media, and academics would shine a light on that shit and saying it over and over again. It was pissing him off. This person who's an audio engineer says, I worked with both of these artists. One of them I cut off purposely. The other was the greatest 10-hour session I have ever had as a recording engineer. Now ask yourself, do you really think J. Cole talked to him and then recorded a song and shot a music video within 24 hours? This person asked the engineer, you cut off the session or you cut off working with the artist after the session was done? He says after. Went to book another session the next day and I told them, save your money, I'm good. Damn. Alright, so shout out to the homie Caleb from X. He clipped this right here with J. Cole speaking on False Prophet.
Yo, this conversation, I can't hold somebody else accountable without holding myself accountable. Where it's I have to look at my own life that's what False Prophets is saying. This second and third verse. The second verse, I'm telling my homeboys damn bro, you stressing because they not feeling your shit and you can't get people to worship you. I feel you though. Cause have I sat in that same seat if I really being honest with myself? Have I been mad cause it's man, they not praising me like they that's ego. The third verse is me going into that even more. So I'm not holding somebody else accountable and not holding myself. I gotta ask myself these same questions. Yeah. And somebody should feel free to hold me accountable the same way. And everybody that's in a public space, hold them accountable. From the president to your mayor to your favorite rapper to your favorite singer. What is the intention behind this? You know what I mean? And like, what's the balance?
And I heard the verse over again, dog. Like even if he is speaking about Wale, the shit accurate as hell, my boy. The shit is accurate. So even if he is, it's real. But I don't see it as a diss though. Person says only J. Cole could say, I got a homie, he too blind to see his own blessings. You too blind to see you got fans and a platform to make a classic rap song, worried about the critics who ain't never fucking did it. But in a sense I could relate and it could be considered a diss. That was in response to someone saying he definitely dissed Wale though, because I don't consider that shit a diss. Dude right here says False Prophets low-key one of the most misunderstood hip-hop songs of all time. Alright, now Moni Love, you know she a Kendrick Lamar fan. She be shitting on J. Cole a lot, but let me see what she got to say right here. Wale saying he called Kendrick and Cole regarding the birth of his child, and the next day Cole put out False Prophets. He had no idea it was coming. That's such a Cole thing to do. Person says, I just listened to False Prophets again. Cole definitely took some shots at him. I don't care what anybody say. He was talking about Kanye in the first verse. In the second verse, he was talking about Wale. I could be wrong, but that's my interpretation. They said it's how Wale took it as well, which is why he responded with Groundhog Day. They seem to have put it behind them, but Wale still clearly feels a way years later, because he explains in an interview yesterday, this incident is why he no longer confides in industry friends. Now, I believe the girl Moni spoke some more about Wale complaining, saying watching this Breakfast Club interview, and one thing about Wale, he's going to complain. Wale responds to that saying, anything I say, y'all say I'm complaining. If I didn't have to do interviews, I wouldn't talk to anybody. Some of us have to do press still and answer questions. Dude says, Wale, brother, this is embarrassing, man. You are a Grammy nominated musician. Look who you are giving attention to. This person is 4'9", 320 pounds. She doesn't even love herself. Wale says no need for personal shots at anybody. Yeah, that's real. Stop responding to hate and negativity. Give them too much attention that they don't need, King. He says 98-2 ratio is fine. Because yeah, he has been responding to a lot of people showing him love. But in response to that Moni shit, this person posted this because Wale was talking about False Prophets once again with people on the timeline. He says, I don't look at it malicious. It's his art. And y'all know that's my man. It was a tricky time in my life personally then. So, hey man, once again, bro, even if he is talking about Wale, everything he's saying is real. Is how I think about how I perceive him as an artist. I think Wale is an amazing artist, very, very talented, very, very talented. But I think his persona, his perception of the world gets in the way of people falling in love with him and his personality beyond the rap. I don't know if Wale has a super hive like he did in 2014. Wale had a hive, especially like it's like him and J. Cole low-key competed for the same audience. You had the ambitious girl moving and things of that sort. Wale had a hive. I don't know if that hive still exists to this day. Definitely not in the same magnitude as many people that he used to have before. And I think when the fans don't feel appreciated, when you always focus on negativity, what he seemed to be doing, focusing on the negative stuff instead of just like celebrating his career with his fans when they've got a chance to, it rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know about other people, but it rubbed me the wrong way because it's like, bruh, I just don't like the energy, man. I just don't like the energy. Like, you're super talented, but things like that may stop a person from, like, you know, just naturally gravitating towards his music when he drops some stuff. You feel me? Wale's an amazing artist, dog. I hope he just reflects on his career and the positive things about that shit and just have fun, my boy. But hey though, y'all gotta let me know what you gotta say in the comment section below me. I'm going to get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.